Hello, everyone. Because the charity incentive was reached when I did my Little Gamers Outreach Mario Kart 8 stream, I am playing Eternal Darkness for the first time. So bear with me as I bumble and stumble and embarrass myself. But hey, we're all in this together. Let's have a good time.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting.
Thank you, Mr. Poe. Should probably move the chat so I can see you all.
Nintendo.
Whoa, spooky.
You too will come to understand fear as I have.
Thank you, Silicon Knights. They also did Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, yes? Okay, good. I'm not off my rocker. Volume is loud. Okay, let me fix. If you're watching this recording, I'm so sorry. We're doing. Want to make sure my audio is good because when I stream Wind Waker as well, a lot of my audio settings had been kind of worked a little bit, and I'm still kind of adjusting. So again, if stuff is too loud, let me know. Oh yeah, this game is rated M for mature, so I'm sure you could tell, but just in case. If you are too young for this, perhaps avert your eyes. Or don't. I'm not your boss. But don't complain to me if you have nightmares. You know it's a real horror game because there's math. So I did set some options before starting the stream. I turned on the subtitles, and I just turned it to surround sound. How is the volume, by the way? I guess there's also a volume slider in here, which is pretty handy. Very uncharacteristic game for me. Yeah, it's what makes it fun, right? But also, it's a game that I've been curious about for a long time, because I've heard a lot of good things. I do like horror stories. I'm just not good with a lot of horror games and movies. Sounds good? Wonderful. I like these menu sounds. I don't know why, just the clicking. Okay.
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago. Before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
Where is Sissel when you need him? Because everybody's busy playing Ghost Trick now, right? Oh. Zombos. Excuse me. Excuse me. No. This isn't too loud for you folks, right? I may need to actually turn it down on my end. Very loud zombos.
Remember me, Alex.
Hopefully that's better.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Ah, Miss Roivas, I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see.
There's plenty to see. What are you talking about?
Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. No, none of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. Ugh, we don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
He's too low poly to have fingerprints. Or the assailants bit all of his fingerprints off. I don't know. Shocked by her grandfather's mysterious death and frustrated at the incompetence of the local police, Alex vows to uncover the truth. She decides to search the mansion. The place where... How I make scroll. Oh, you know, I know why I can't make it scroll, because I tabbed out of the game. So I could fiddle with the volume. The place where Edward conducted his research. If there was a tie to his past, and possibly a tie to his murderer, it would be here. Rhode Island to Washington State. That would be a long flight. How many hours would that be, roughly? Well, I wish I had a dark desktop, because there's like so much glare. Just compared to this surrounding background. I can't do anything with it? I can just stare at it and it whispers at me. always struggle to read analog clocks. It's 3:30 something. Characters in horror games have, like, the most silly, shuffly runs, don't they? She doesn't comment on it? I mean, I guess what is there to say aside from nice beard? Okay. 5 hours? Ugh. For a sec, I thought you said you were saying that the clock was around 5, and I thought, I know I'm bad at reading analog clocks, but it's surely not that bad. Anything in here for me? Secrets for Alex? So this is just, like, alternate universe Samus, right? Same voice actress and everything. A slight draft can be felt issuing from beneath the bookshelf, almost as though a vent or empty space is behind it. Oh, secrets. Okay. Well, someone's clock is wrong. Can I not look at anything directly on the table? I guess not. Oh, there was an option for the clock. I couldn't see it. Oh, detail. This looming grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the corner, gazing on this empty room with an almost patriarchal air. Use those to adjust the clock hands. Should Alex adjust the clock hands? Not yet. I'll come back. Can these whispering voices cease cutting off my thoughts? Feel free to let me know if I walk past any prompts, by the way. I kind of like it when games have an option that sort of lets you highlight anything that's interactable. The last weak rays of sunlight fight the shroud of darkness. It lends an eerie feel to the last few weeks' events. As the sun sets, Alex will be alone in this house with nothing but the spirits of old for company. Oh. You know what's throwing me off is that when I press B to examine something, then my gut thinks, press B again to leave. But no, you press B again to get detail. Oh, okay. Same as before. Same as it ever was. A wooden plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. A colored sigil is carved into the wood above a wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert a narrow blade. I wonder if it could be the blade pictured there. I see the people who designed the mansion in Resident Evil were clearly getting a lot of work. Is this a fridge? It is a fridge, but I can't go into the fridge. I mean, he's dead. He's not going to be eating whatever's in there. Yeah, I know. I just see Claire's comment. All horror mansions get the same Resident Evil foyer. Oh, wait, examine. A grand piano stands here, awaiting the hands of a decent musician. Unfortunately, Edward never really lived up to that description, and as such, the piano fell into disuse. Oh, we can't play it. I wonder if it's a lock for something. Anything back here for me? Nope. Again, if I, like, bumble past a door, it's really hard to see with the glare in here, even with the blinds closed. Somebody get the whispering voices and inhaler. Oh. Oh, I can check detail for the portraits. Oops. Portraits of the ancestral Roivus line the foyer walls. Their faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There's something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. This one too? Okay, it's the same thing. Oh, it's not the whispering voices, it's Alex because I'm running everywhere. Sorry. I've just worn her out completely. Oh, okay, I do have an inventory. Function allows the manipulation of inventory items within the current room. Equip the radio weapon. Examine the objects in the inventory. Okay. It's messing me up that I press B to examine things. This is the key to the second floor of the Roivas mansion. It looks very old and worn. Is there any way to see your stamina, or do you just kind of have to get a feel for it? I guess, can I use this on the door? I have to go to my inventory and hit use. Oops, nope, that's not right. I don't want to hit B yet. There we go. The key comes apart in the lock. The key to the second floor is broken. Perhaps there's a way of repairing it. Come on. Ugh. You have to get a feel for it. Okay. So I know this game has other characters. Do they all have different stamina levels? Okay, well, I was gonna see if there's anything else I missed in this room really quick. And then I can fiddle with the clock. That one out front had a different time. The books in this corner seem to focus on the supernatural. The writings of Poe, Lovecraft, the poetry of Blake, the art of Bosch. Everything with a tie to ethereal horror or fantasy. It is all here, a reference library to the arcane. Was this Alex's grandfather's secret hobby? Seems like a pretty cool dude. They all have different health and stamina amounts. That's nice attention to detail. I feel so dopey that I missed the... No, I can't. I can just return. I can't get more detail. Okay. But I feel dopey that I missed the prompts. Okay, that's right. Secret bookshelf. Anything else here? Okay. And if this is wrong, well... Oh, here we go. Oh! Hello, Anonymous, and thank you. One of the later characters who moves like a blob of chilled sludge. Oh, that's very evocative. Well, this is a good impetus to finally add more emotes. All right. A large leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Should Alex read the book? Yeah, leather, I'm sure. Let's not just do that just yet. It is... There's so much glare in here, I can't see what that's a picture of. This Gothic cathedral is silhouetted against a stark light. The image is vicious and devoid of subtlety. Every brushstroke echoes the spikes of the architecture, imbuing a violent feeling, as though the building itself is a harsh imposition on reality. A grim picture indeed. You can't see it either and you have zero glare. I can't access the options from here. Yes, I can. I can up the brightness a bit so we can see. I don't want things to look washed out, but maybe that'll help. I would like to be able to see. You have to save manually. Oh, thank you. Why don't I do that right now? So I did read the manual for this game, but that's it. This looks like some kind of mask. The face is serene in composure, with a faint hint of a smile tugging at the corners of the mouth and eyes closed in deep meditation. Hello, man. Unfortunately, no. We already did Hamtaro, but don't worry. That was like the foreshadowing for Eternal Darkness. A painting of a jungle-shrouded building. It seems to be a temple in Asia, perhaps from Thailand or Cambodia. I have set darkness to eternal. That's right. This is a bizarre drawing of a cyclopean city, its immense architecture bathed in an unnatural fog. The detail is incredible. As Alex studies it, she can almost imagine the city's inhabitants. Does it make sense if he watches the playthroughs? I guess a little bit. Hamtara's just like that. An ancient Roman weapon, a gladius, is on display above the fireplace mantle. Another token of eclectic junk. Great, now stream is going to learn there's so many weapon names that you see in RPGs that I've never learned how to pronounce, or I've been misreading for years. A diabolic drawing of a stack of human bodies, each one cemented into place. What twisted psyche could have executed this drawing? Though disturbing, it is meticulously rendered down to the subtlest detail. The precise anatomy of fractured bones and the convulsions of spines and ribs entwine into a mesmerizing sight. This game had a subconscious effect on your writing style. I'd say a good one to have. I like how evocative the prose is. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, matching the etchings on the table on the wall's illustration. The candles are unlit. Well, this definitely is not a puzzle. Okay, that's everything? Oh, hang on, this thing. An aged page set inside a glass frame hangs on the wall. An insane scribbling covers the page, incomprehensible to Alex. Perhaps if Alex had some kind of tome, it could be deciphered. Where on earth am I going to find? Oh my god, a tome. Yeah, good books are just like that.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality. To see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool. Where is Quies Candamest? Where is Conservondai?
Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pupna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient.
Come to us, pious Augustus.
That's normal. It's fine, his name is Pius. This man surely will not do anything bad. Yeah, that language transition is really cool. And it helps avoid sort of the pitfall of why are they all speaking perfect English? The die on the floor is finely crafted, inlaid with gold and gems that Pius can't identify. A strong linear design is situated in the middle and is equally unknown to the Roman soldier. Activated the fast travel node. So are there any restrictions on where or when you can save? Knowing that you have to manually save, and it's one of those, if you die, you have to reload your last save games. That's good to know, because again, I have never played this before, so I may die. Sorry. I'll do my best. The decorations on the wall are a mixture of ancient cultures, civilizations that have long since turned to dust. Perhaps this dungeon is all that remains of them. Can't save in a room with an enemy, that makes sense. I want to lock yourself in an unwinnable situation. There's no manual camera control, right? The C-stick does not do anything. I guess nowhere to go but the pit. Nope, that is not. A ladder leads into the dank heart of the labyrinth. Danger lurks beneath, yet Pius's courageous resolve does not buckle. Should Pius climb down the ladder? It's fixed camera. Okay. And I still have to get used to pressing B to interact with things. I just, you know, your muscle memory says it should be A. Oh, I could detail on that corpse? It just says return. Doesn't look like I can. Maybe this corpse? Nope. Oh, okay. Good to know my sword can, like, hit walls. That's inconvenient. Oh, you got back up? Don't do that. Oh, there's a finishing move. No. It's a cool effect, they just vanish. A strange granite block lies on the floor. Alright, I'll take a cube. Let me have a look at the cube here. This is a sharp-edged block of granite etched on one side with a curious line design colored blood red. I want to press A. A is the designated open door button in my brain. Oh, I can't kill him yet. Excuse me. I also really want to press L to target. Still pressing L to target. It's Zelda. It's because of Zelda. Yes, I will take this granite block. I like the item get sound in this too. Hi, Taito. This is a sharp-edged block of granite etched on one side with a curious line design colored in insipid green. Well, that's certainly an adjective you could use. Oh, this is where it came from. I feel like I'm gonna need some time to get used to combat in this game, because I can target with R, but you stop moving when you target. Oh, and my weapon can hit walls. Ow. I'm stuck. This meter represents life energy. Every time a character takes damage, the level will get lower. When it reaches 0, the character will die. You don't say. I'm stuck. I'm stuck against this wall. And so many of my swings are just hitting the architecture. Oh, they can hit each other. That's cool. That's it. Destroy each other. No, finish, finish. Sir, I was busy. No, please. This level is all about teaching you the ropes. Okay. So again, don't mind my bumbling. I'm doing my best. But I guess no one plays horror games for the combat, do they? And you don't want to be too powerful in a horror game. Because otherwise it's not as spooky if you could just mow down the horrors. Oops, no, not use. This is a sharp edge block of granite etched on one side with a curious line design, colored a ghostly blue. Okay, I'm supposed to be bad at this. I just started. You're so right. I don't suppose you can rebind controls, can you? No. I could make A my examine things button, and then like B my hit stuff button. That would be very convenient. Ghostly blue, insipid green, Kool-Aid red. My favorite flavor of Kool-Aid is insipid. Insipid lime. The bars across the door block Pius's exit from the room. Boo. I haven't gotten the tutorial for locking onto enemies yet. Well, thankfully I read the manual. I used to think this name was pronounced Pius because I'd only ever seen it written and not spoken aloud. Oh man, there's so many dudes in here. I don't suppose examining is a free action, is it? Like me trying to scan stuff in Metroid Prime as soon as I enter a room. And then enemies shooting at me, and it's like, excuse me, I'm doing research here. Have some ding-dang manners. Okay, can't finish. Okay, so you don't have to use a finishing blow. Also good to know. What a goopy noise. You thought it was pronounced like that too until about 10 minutes ago? But you've played this before. Alright. Grape Cube. This is a sharpish block of granite, a curious purple design, filled with purple with tainted by black shadow. My favorite Slurpee flavor, black shadow. Actually, let me save. Oh, there's a map? Oh, bless. I love maps. Truly, no, I love maps in games. Couldn't think of an adjective for purple. What is there, really? There's something very, like, old PC adventure game about this UI. Like, just the pause menu. This wall is prominently decorated with a strange line symbol carved into the granite. Cut through the wall is a square hole lined with scratches as though something has been removed from it. Okay, inventory. Oh, you've never played it. Okay, then you're forgiven for not knowing the pronunciation. Okay, it's the same description. Hello, Vel. Welcome. Konbanwa. Don't worry, I'm not very far. Okay. There's cool music in this game, too. Oops. Didn't need to do that. Yes, this was developed for the Nintendo Grape Cube. Again, A should be the door open button. Like, it's not just me, right? Take a shot every time I try and open the door with A and just wind up punching it. It's not just you, good. Pius, you must prove your worth by destroying the statue. Pressing R will enable Pius to select which target to attack. Releasing R slightly and then pressing it again will cycle between multiple targets. Pius can attack specific body parts while locked onto an enemy by moving the control stick and pressing A. Okay. I feel like L should be the targeting button, but that's okay. Am I actually hitting the statue? What? No, it's not what I wanted. Oh, I have to get closer. Okay. There we go. Okay. I see now. That's a fun way to tutorialize. Oh, I have to fully destroy the statue. Okay. I can't just lop its head off and say it's dead now. When you say bonus stage, I think about, you know, breaking apart the car. Except it's a statue instead. Right? It's like that statue is sanded down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, I can't just run past them. Ow. Sir. Sir. If I could, like, get past these guys so my sword would stop hitting the wall. Jeez. Wow, I mean, like, it's nice attention to detail, but it's also very inconvenient. Oh my god. Oh, I tend to read things, like, very late, too. A button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Should Pius push the button? Yeah, okay. The only Zelda games with lock-on at this point were Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, yes, but I myself have played a lot of Zeldas since then that have that mechanic. Yeah, Pius is his name, Pius Augustus. Oh, I see, I have to choose. An effigy resembling a warped angel shaped from dark green emerald hovers effortlessly above the pedestal. Let me just look at the other ones first. Behind door number 2. Shaped like a delicate dome, a pale blue statuette floats gracefully above the pedestal. It looks like a jellyfish, like a Metroid. A strange sculpture resembling a red-clawed worm mysteriously floats above the pedestal. This game was originally designed for the N64, but production switched to the GameCube. I didn't know that. I'm going to go with courage. Oh, did you choose poorly? Mm-hmm. Well, that's unfortunate. They made him goth.
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the power of Xel'lotath, I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Inside every man is a skeleton yearning to breathe free. Well, beats Lisa Frank planner. This is the Tome of Eternal Darkness, where experience, spells, and enchanted items can be stored for future use. It has been made from fragments of human skin and bone and endowed with magical powers. Save, I will save. You gotta imagine on the N64 it wouldn't be nearly as voice acted. If it was, it would sound like a Charlie Brown adult. Save often in this game, noted. Edward Roivas' study is filled with arcane knickknacks, mementos of yesteryear and other cultures. The odor of ancient texts is faintly noticeable under the peppering of dust that covers the center of activity, or that covers every surface except one. The desk had been the center of activity, and not a mote of dust is on it. Here, Alex's grandfather had worked, perhaps even hours before the end. I did it again. Punch in the door. Okay, where was that door with the sword on it? I think on like the other side of the house somewhere. Yeah, I want to press R to run. And to target things. Oh, the page. I will go get that. Can I reach it from here? It'll... No, I can't. Sorry, I got so excited thinking about sword door. Oh, I haven't been in here yet. Okay, hang on. Let me look around here first, and then I'll get the page. A brass-framed mirror is set into the wall. The mirror's direction can be adjusted by means of two crankshafts set below it. A curious device. Is it related to the telescope in some way? Not yet, because I don't know what it does. Oh. Where's... Here we go. Okay, that's it. I can't get any more detail. A crank socket is mounted in the telescope and appears to be linked to a mirror supported by a brass pedestal. A curious contraption, to be sure. What purpose can it possibly serve? Not right now, because I don't know what I'd be doing with it. And I did it again. Look, she just really hates doors, okay? She doesn't have time for doors. Okay. Strangely, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read the page. It is a chapter page from the tome itself. Yes. Alex has found a chapter page entitled The Binding of a Corpse God. The Corpse God, rather. I guess there's only one. How many slots do I have? In some games you try to rebind, but then you get messed up because the button prompts don't match the controller yet. I feel like that would also become a problem here. This appears to be a page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. It is entitled The Binding of the Corpse God. Okay, let's read it. Don't be afraid to overwrite saves. Okay, so I
cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So perhaps here is the best place to start. I am reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons. I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
Thy time is done, great ancient. Forever in shadow will you be master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy fate. My master has planned many millennia for this day. It is the true chaos of all things that you now must be entombed amongst the beings of flesh and bone.
You have a great monument here, Mantarok. It is a pity that no one will ever recognize it as yours. May the darkness claim thee, crawling chaos and damned beast. No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept imprisoned. Thou hast seen the last of this world.
Not even these mythical fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here. I only wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
I don't think he's very pious. A short sword with a wooden grip, light and durable. A small curve running from the handle makes it better for hacking rather than stabbing. Anyway, what I was trying to say before the cutscene started is that you can't, like, get yourself in an unwinnable situation or anything. I've been playing Persona 5, so I've been mindful of not, like, accidentally overwriting any of my saves. But there's also a part of me that, like, wants to use all these slots efficiently. Pious is pretty pious to his Lovecraftian god. You got me there. Paul Aiding, aka the Chief, is in here somewhere too. Really? This game is a who's who of Metal Gear Solid. Is this... Because I was thinking... Her voice sounds familiar. Did it mention her name? If it did on screen, I missed it. Is she Mei Ling? Because that's just kind of what it sounds like in my head, but I can't remember. What is this? All but one character has been in the Metal Gear Solid series. Wow. Oh, it's Kim Mai-get. Oh, you said it and I just missed it because I was watching the cutscene. A triangular design is carved into the floor. The etched grooves are filled with colored sand. These symbols appear to be related to each other, with one having precedence over another. Oh, it's like a Pokemon type chart. So it doesn't say how, like, which way it goes, but I really hope fire beats grass beats water beats fire. And then, of course, I guess poison type reigns supreme, as is correct. Elia? Is that right? Am I reading that right? Paul Aiding voices a guy named Paul. A statue of a goddess delicately sculpted from sandstone. It casts an alert eye over everyone who enters the temple. There is a strange necklace about its neck. Sure, this won't get me cursed. Oh. The necklace can be used to heal Elia. Make sure that Elia does not move when the spell is being cast. Good to know. A strange necklace fashioned from a dark ancient stone and engraved with weird designs. It can be used to cast a healing spell when Elia is standing still. That's convenient. There's no unwinnable situations, but there's situations where you can kind of bone yourself over. So, like, at least save far back enough that if I get somewhere without the resources to survive, I can scoot back a little further. It has a limit of 10 uses, noted. I did see that in the inventory. Hence why your sister has never gotten far in this. Oh, like saving in a bad spot. The design on the wall appears to depict a time of the day. Perhaps the candles do too. I wonder if this will tie into the candles in the study. What do those floor tiles look like? They're booby-trapped. Should I steppy? Oh. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring the sun sinking below the edge of the world. Okay, so this room is meant to be sunset. Oh. Like, girl, you live here? You live like this? Can I make it stop or no? I'm gonna save just in case. Oh, just kidding. The darkness is coming. That's ominous. Oh, I see there's floor tiles. But this fixed camera is really wigging me out. A helpful option item you can potentially miss in a later level. Good to know. I don't want to step on that. Okay. Oh. Oh no. When located by creatures, a sanity loss occurs, causing a decrease in the level of the sanity meter and the character to pulse green. Beware. Sanity loss affects perception and eventually health. I mean, I work in customer service, I know. This meter represents a character's sanity. Every time they meet a monster, their sanity will get lower. The lower the sanity meter, the more the character will hallucinate. Again, I work in customer service, I know. Performing a finishing movement, a creature recovers sanity. Here we go. Yeah, now it's gonna get weird. There we go. Get some of that goop. A bronze necklace sits atop an ancient clay urn. What happened there? Here is the main gimmick of the game. Drink some liquid sanity Sprite. A well-crafted bronze necklace resplendent with glowing gems. Oh, I bet I can open that door that closed. The design on the wall appears to depict a time of day. Perhaps the candles do too. Okay, later extinguish the candles. Okay. Oh wait, that's not... Oh. Okay, let's extinguish this one. There we go. Hello, Boogie. Eternal darkness when the sun sets at 5 p.m. Sorry you're in the southern hemisphere. Okay. The door is open slightly, but not enough for Elliot to go over it. Oops. Yeah, like, I want to press B to run. It's wigging me out. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring a brightly burning sun. Okay. Let me save. Nope, other way. Still not dark enough there for fireworks. I mean, that's still not stopping people, of course. Okay, don't step on anything. Don't steppy. Oh, how courteous, they shut off. I guess they don't want to run out of battery power. Oh no! Spooky. Ugh. Heh. Very much like how they can hurt each other. That's good. Good design. Man, she's way better at finishing dudes than that Pious ding-dong. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring the sun sinking below the edge of the world. No, I don't want to... No, I'm not trying to get rid of this thing. Hi, Joanna! I am streaming Eternal Darkness and still kind of fumbling with the controls, so take a shot every time I punch a door instead of opening it. Don't actually do that. I don't want you to get ill. Okay, I bet I can... Is it overly paranoid if I save a lot? Like, this is how I save when I play games off stream. If a game lets me save a lot, I will do it. Oh, the door is over here. There's so much glare on the screen. I probably also need to clean my glasses. Striking design featuring the sun rising above the edge of the world. Okay. This is why you don't want to play Resident Evil, what? Because it's hard to see. Good to save often in this. Oh, because your saves are limited. Sorry, my mind was still on how hard it is to see things here, even after turning the brightness up. I almost walked into that. Yeah, limited save games, also stressful. Ow. I can't finish him. There we go. Yeah, the guy still has some muscle left on him. Okay, so presumably I have to put these all out. I have to stop and think about what I have Y and X bound to. Yeah, okay, his head did come back. Okay, good. I thought I was losing my mind, and I thought, did his head grow back? But I didn't want to say anything, because if I was wrong, I'd look like an idiot. Like, Morri, what are you talking about? This isn't the door I came in, right? Or is it the door I came in? Just get turned around. Okay, here we go. Let me see the map real quick. Oh, I'm super turned around. Sucks to be you guys. Whoa. Spicy. Oh, there was something in there? Oh. I just walked past it. Oh, man. Plot twist, it never had a head. I didn't see the glowing thing. Oh, see, I'm... Oh, on the walls. I was ignoring those side chambers. Oh, boy. Oh, man. That's embarrassing. Oh. I just wasn't paying attention to it. A small pedestal covered with decorative etchings stands before the wall. The blowgun upon it must have some special significance for it to be the focal point of this display. Sure. Whoa. Well, you should stop stealing stuff. Aw, man.
A secret passage in the temple.
I don't need to heal right now, I think. Boy, this blowgun is probably terrible, though. An ancient weapon, the blowgun propels a poison dart at an enemy, causing death within several seconds. I don't have several seconds. Oh, it was already equipped. Okay, I can kind of speed up the process here. Fragments of a shattered short sword lie upon the floor. Maybe I can fix it? Oh, that's how you kill someone with a blowgun, huh? It feels like I just, like, shanked someone with a, or like clubbed someone with a bamboozler. What is going on? Sir, cease. I kind of like the corny despawning animation. The guard is grateful for Elias saving his life. In return, he offers to repair Elias' broken weapon as a gesture of thanks. Sure. Oh. Can you teach me how to do that, sir? The guard resumes his duties, seemingly no worse for wear with his recent brush with death. Why can't you teach me to do that? How much health does the amulet restore? Oh. Yeah, let me take a sip of water here. Like, is it a full heal or like a partial heal? A partial heal, okay. Why am I still equipping this blowgun? Give me my sword. It's like the bodies are made of phosphorus or something. Cool party trick, right? It's only behind me, right? I can't see. If I step on a trap, it's because of the glare, okay. But also, Morri, clean your glasses. Oh no! Oh, spooky eyes. Whoosh. Ow! Sir, I was in the middle of an animation! Ugh. Let me try seeing how much this heals. Oh yeah, that's not very much. Well, maybe I'll use it one more time. Thanks, Charizard. It's the fire-type god, so it's Charizard. It's easier to remember than Chaturga. This mural depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people by denouncing one of their fertility gods. Fortunately, it's very hard for me to pick out the detail on this screen because of the glare. I was gonna say because of the detail, but that's not correct. Is this a significant picture I'm gonna have to remember in some way? Like the sun images from before. Your healing can be interrupted too, and you don't get that use back. Oh, good to know. This is where I came from. Very good at doing that. It's just lore. Okay, good. So I was thinking, boy, if I have to remember this, I'm in trouble. I'm still gonna get turned around. I'm gonna forget what hallway I've been in. Oh! Ow, please. Oh, I can barely see those. There's no crouch, is there? Oh, for the... Ah, jeez. Oh. Please. It's so hard to see. Ow. Okay, I need to heal. Use the Wonder Wing. No, that's not what I want. Oh, no! I didn't think I could cancel it myself. I thought it would be one of those, like, it's only canceled if an enemy hits you, so I was just preemptively holding forward so I could move as soon as the animation ended. Oh, rip. Yes, kill each other. Good. Do it. Yes, do my work for me. Oh, finish, finish. Don't swing at me. No. Sir, I'm in the middle of an animation. Ooh. I believe if you cut their head off, then they can't target you anymore. Not deliberately. Oh man, you gotta get really close. Where you going? Where you going? She fights slower than a Dark Souls character. Hello, Amethyst, and yes, I wish a safe evening to people who may be celebrating the 4th of July. Now I'm all paranoid. I'm gonna move too soon again. Oh, I should save too. Yeehaw. I'm so sick of booby trap tiles that I can't see.
Stop. Don't go near it. So, you are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Mantarok. How the mighty have fallen. You will surely fester for millennia to come. A slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
You are one of the chosen many, flesh and blood. It is now your destiny to fight the eternal darkness. I give you a gift in return for an obligation. The gift is your life, sweet dancer. The obligation is this. You hold one of Mantarok's hearts, the essence of the corpse god. To some, it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it. Guard it well.
Sorry, you've become a protagonist. A metal staff is held by the arms of the statue. Yeah, let's steal another artifact. It's gone great so far. This large piece of metal looks to be a lever of some kind. I think it looks more like a cane, but what do I know? Looks too fancy to be a lever. Did you redeem that hydrate and posture check for me, for Pius? Is there something else I should be doing here? Just to be clear before I run away from this. I'm good? Okay, thank you. A huge room to explore? I thought it was just, you know, Mantarok and that's it. But she just didn't want to comment on it. Oh, I can go around. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's what I mean, like, there's so much glare on my screen that it just looks so, like, washed out. Maybe I'll see if I can't up the contrast for next time I stream. Cool. Beautiful. Probably need some eye drops, though. That hair swag. Yeah, her hair looks pretty good for whatever this time period is. I did not catch the ear at the beginning, I'm sorry. A statue of a human female bears witness to the monstrosity that fills the room. The porous stone of its body is covered with the effluvial grime that Mantarok has secreted over the years. Oh, that's some descriptive prose. 1125 AD. Thank you. I knew if I tried to guess, I would be completely wrong. Before I go in there, let me just look on the other side here, too. Yep. That sure is a god, I guess. I guess if Chiturga's Charizard, this is... Mantarok is a muck, right? Okay, it's the same description. I had to know. I don't... Maybe this one had lugubrious grime instead of effluvial grime, you know? A door of formidable size seals the vault. A stylized design resembling the creature that dwells within the room is carved into the stone. I can't do anything with this, right? Again, I seriously can't make out any detail on it on my screen. It just kind of looks like a... Maybe there's like an eye design in the middle, but that's all I can parse. You don't know any of these words, you're just vibing. Kind of boring beholding a multi-eyed, multi-mouthed god, actually. Yeah, we're not impressed, Mantarok. Muktarok. Oh, come on, man. Oh, speedy one. Man, the fact you're vulnerable during the finishing animation is... Ooh, I get it. I get it. I just don't like it. Handy that they glow, though, when I can presumably finish them off. And the description of the door didn't make it sound like the lever would interact with it. I was gonna say it didn't look like the lever would do anything, but... I was assuming there was a place I could use the lever in here that I've missed. Cool to show off some of those sanity effects. I mean, I'll probably run into it eventually. Since this is my first time through the game. I'm sure my sanity will take a dive. Wish I could see more detail about the rooms, although there's nothing else I can do in the Mantarok Dome. Do I have to go back? I don't know where I would use that lever. And I really don't want to go running through those booby-trapped rooms again. I placed the lever in another room, so do I have to go back the way I came? Through the booby-trapped rooms? I don't wanna. I also wish I could see, like, where I'm facing on the map here. I do. Yeah, like, the map is confusing to me because there's no way to see which way your character is facing, right? So I'm not sure which door corresponds to the way I want to go. No, this is the way to the Mantarok Dome. Since I chose the green route, enemies will drain more sanity than they would otherwise. Excellent. You gotta have good bearings. Unfortunately, well... I can have good bearings, but because everything is so hard to see on my screen, that it's, I'm having a hard time, like, just parsing where I am. Great. I'm really hoping I don't get caught in the blade while I'm finishing him. Nope. Oh, man. Why do I have to finish him? I mean, there's meat grinders right there. Yeah, the camera angle sucks for this, right? Oh. And again, on my screen, it's really hard to see the detail on the floor tiles. Just like, I can't go back there, okay. What is powering these devices? Gumption. It's Hamtaro, actually. He's running on a hamster wheel. It was Hamtaro all along. Undead slave labor. They gotta unionize. No. Stop. 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 Cease. Jeez. Oh, I'm stuck. Ah, jeez. No, don't examine it. No, there's a guy on me. Stop. Ugh. Ah, jeez. Oh, boy. Are they singing her name? Okay, I killed them all, right? Before I heal, I try and heal, and then I waste it. Okay. Thank you, Charizard. Blood from the ceiling, that's fine. Oh, let me save. Okay. Joe, am I close to where I have to use the lever? do have a ranged weapon. I completely forgot. Because the sword just seemed more efficient. I'm extremely close. Okay. Oh, I'm already getting turned around. Which... Yeah. Hang on, let me look at the map again. So this one over here. Oh, it's in this room. Oh, I didn't even see this prompt before. There is a hole in the device as though something can be inserted, perhaps a key or a lever. I just completely missed that before. I didn't even realize you could examine it. Wait, I have to go back to the Mantarok Dome? No. I don't want to go back to the Mantarok Dome. Oh, this is not the way to the Mantarok Dome. This is the way to the Mantarok Dome. Yes, that's what I'm gonna keep calling it. Who composed the soundtrack for this game? I gotta say, they did a good job. I can't like slip around to the side. You can't like do a big steppy, can you? No. The Dutch angle. Oh, is that a sanity effect? Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. I'm getting pinballed. You like that we're calling it the Mantarok Dome like it's a sports stadium. Well, why not? We're gonna go watch Charizard fight Muck.
Yes.
Oh no, it's Skyrim.
No. This isn't really happening.
Charizard fight Muck in the Mantarok Dome. The Mantarok Dome, presented by Tropicana. Okay, wait, let me just save again. Scrolling back. Wait, Steve Hennepin, he did Gex? What? What a swerve. I keep thinking there's traps on the floor, but no. There's no traps in the Mantarok Dome. Tail time. Hey, buddy. How's Mantarok? Would he appreciate it if you threw a sandwich into one of his gaping maws? Or is that, like, considered not kosher? Would the god find it disrespectful?
Fool! You should have run. Instead, you will die. Where is the essence of Mantarok? Where is it? I will not ask again, child. Very well, then. You will succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
Well, that was rude. Wish I had a kazoo or something. Like a party horn. Noisemaker. Couldn't remember the word for noisemaker. She had a terrible day. So, finding the next tome page presumably will unlock the next chapter, right? Okay. So I'll know it when I see it, so I won't like preemptively start the next chapter, because I think like right before it I'm gonna call it an evening because I'm having a pretty bad pain day and I think I need to rest. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's not jump scary and being chased, which is a lot of what I have difficulty with horror media. So it's a lot more approachable for me than I thought it would. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to etchings on the table and an illustration upon the wall. Some of the candles have been lit. I see, I see. Boop, boop. Alexander reading these like, these are all gonna be bummers. I mean, what did you expect from a tome made of human flesh? Oh no, where's the thing that opened? I looked at chat and then like immediately forgot. I'm sorry. I was right under. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. With the correct sequence of candles being lit, a hidden panel opens. There is a message tube inside. As I said, I'm having a very, very bad pain day, so bear with me. My brain is just not here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to open this. Me too. I was trying to use my heating pad the other day and then I found it's not working. I think the cord's damaged, so rip mate. An antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls. It appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Of course. A chapter page entitled Suspicions of Conspiracy.
Your presence is welcomed, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealings are a pleasure to us both, then. He lies. As do we all. What is this flaw you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Ulyaoth, Shaturga. Should they unite with Mantarok, they will doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness abhors light, and light abhors dark, the others will not, cannot join forces. Mantarok will be bound, and the others will sink into insanity when I return. As has been foretold.
I was unaware.
There is much you do not know. And much you never will. Be certain to retrieve Mantarok's essence. It is necessary to cement our place in your world.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank? What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
With this in place, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
For your own schemes, Pius. Think of your future.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
Make sure he is dead. Or insane. Or perhaps one, then the other. Just make sure he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
Yeah, I don't think that guy is living up to his name at all. Jennifer Hale also voiced Zelatath. You know, I was actually thinking partway through that cutscene, is that Jennifer Hale? So, yeah, good to know. I wonder if there were lore implications that the Venusaur god and Alex share a voice actress. But I unfortunately need to call it an evening here because I'm having a pretty bad pain day, and I was able to tank it a lot more than I thought I would, but I definitely have to go rest my back. My lower back is totally hecked up. But I'm really enjoying this so far. Again, it's, I think, a lot easier for me to manage than a lot of other horror media because it doesn't seem to utilize tropes that I don't enjoy, i.e., being chased and a lot of jump scares. I like this sort of subtle, creeping horror much better instead. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you all joining me and bearing with my bumbling. It's been a day. So yeah, Wind Waker will be Friday, and then more of this next Tuesday. Hopefully, my back will be a little better, so I won't be in such rough shape. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay healthy, and have a lovely rest of your weekend. If you're American, a safe 4th of July as well. I hope your neighbors' fireworks do not keep you up until like 2 in the morning. Good night.